Hey everybody, welcome to Slavy's Beauty and Travel channel. Come with me to do this prom silver and blue cut crease. So I'm starting off with brows. I am using the Maybelline Express Brow in the shade Deep Brown, and I'm just tracing out her natural eyebrow shape and then filling in those sparse areas. So I'm just filling in her brows now. I'm filling in that arch and then just filling in the sparse areas lightly. And then right here, you want to draw hair-like strokes for a more natural finish to the brow.
Let's go.
Right here, I'm just doing the same thing for her other brow. I am just tracing out her natural brow shape and filling in sparse areas. And now I'm going to take e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Warm, and I am carving out her brows using a very flat brush, like a flat concealer brush. I'm going to carve her brows out. This is going to serve as a brow highlight, and then it's also going to serve as part of her eyeshadow base.
Let's go.
So I'm just bringing down that concealer, patting it all over the eyes, and then I'm going to blend it in. And let's get started with eyeshadow. Now I'm taking this reddish orangey brown like shade and I'm applying this in her crease. This shade is from the Juvia's Place, the Saharan 2 palette, and I love it. It's one of my favorite palettes to use for creases. And now I'm going to take this blue shade and add it to the inner crease. You guys, I cannot figure out what blue I use this from, like what eyeshadow palette. I am not sure. When I figure it out, I will definitely put it in the description for you guys. But I'm just taking my brush. That brush is from one of the Real Technique sets. And I'm just taking it and I'm blending it all throughout the crease. And now I'm just taking a Morphe blending brush and blending it all together. Again, I'm not sure what the name of this brush is, but I will definitely put it in the description when I figure it out. And now it's time to cut that crease, girl. So I'm doing a winged crease. This is what the prom girly requested. So I'm using one size Point Made eyeliner in the shade Bossy Blue. And I'm just going to take that eyeliner and carve out her crease and create that wing.
Let's go.
Okay, so off camera, I used the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor Zero so that we can have some vibrancy to her eyeshadow. Right here, I am applying the e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow in the shade Disco Queen. I am applying this all over the lid as a base for her silver glitter. And so I'm just taking my flat brush and I'm just going to trace throughout that blue line that we created to make sure everything is nice and crisp and clean. Okay, now I am taking lash glue. I'm using the Kiss 3D Strip Lash Adhesive. I am applying this all over her lid in preparation to apply her loose glitter. And now I'm going to take loose silver glitter and I'm going to start tracing out that cut crease, also applying it all over her lid. I'm not sure where I got this silver glitter from, guys. I'm sorry, I believe I got it from Amazon. But nonetheless, I'm just going to apply this all over her lid, starting with tracing the cut crease first and then filling in as we go.
Let's go.
Be sure to always use cosmetic grade glitter. We want to be creative, but we also want to be safe. Alrighty, so I applied her lashes and eyeliner off camera. Right here, I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray and spraying that all over her face in preparation for her moisturizer. For moisturizer today, I am using Pharmacy Honey Halo. This is one of my favorite moisturizers, especially to prep the skin for makeup. It is so hydrating. It makes the skin look so dewy and glowy. Ugh, I love it.
Let's go.
Next, I'm applying her primer. Today, I am using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is one of my faves as well. I love how hydrating it is. The primer literally feels like skincare, but I love how tacky it is, and it definitely grips that foundation. Now we are blending out her foundation. Today I use the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Aruba, and I infuse that with the Fenty Beauty Ease Drops in the shade 20 just to add some warmth to her skin as well as some extra hydration. I love makeup to look like skin, and I'm obsessed with the glow. Next, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Caramel, and I'm just applying that all over before I start blending. This is one of my favorite concealers. I love how hydrating it is, and guys, it's also very, very affordable. I like to use a mixture of prestigious brands as well as affordable brands. That's my jam. So now I'm taking a Real Technique blending brush and I'm going to blend that all out. Make sure we're nice and blended. That's very important. And I just love how the concealer is literally melting into her skin. This is why skincare is so important before you apply any kind of makeup. Skincare first, primer, then foundation, and so on and so forth.
Let's go.
Now to give her an extra highlight under the eye, I am taking that same concealer from e.l.f., the Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Warm, and I'm just applying that to the inner corner of her under eye, just to give her some extra brightening under the eyes. I also did decide to add just a little bit on her nose, her forehead, her cupid's bow, and her chin. Again, just to add some extra brightening to the face. I'm highlighting all the areas that light naturally hits.
Let's go.
And now I'm taking some foundation that is the same shade as her skin tone, and I am carving out the brows. And now I am taking my triangular powder puff and I am using the Lower Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm applying that all over her under eye as well as around the face just to take that shine down and to also set the makeup in place. Now I am taking this Bare Minerals brush. I've had this for years, guys, so I'm not sure of the name, but I'm taking this brush and I am applying the Juvia's Place Bronzed in the shade Light. I'm using the Bronzed palette in the shade Light, and I'm just applying that all over. We were on a time crunch, so I did not have time to cream contour. Normally when I'm pressed for time, I don't cream contour. To save time, I just contour with bronzer. I didn't want the contour to get too carried away. Her eyes is such a bold statement, so I wanted to keep the face nice and soft. So that is why I am using the light version of the Juvia's Place bronzer palette instead of tan. So I'm just blending that throughout her nose, contouring the nose, as well as blending that up into her eyebrow and parts of the eyeshadow, just for a beautiful seamless blend. This way you don't see where the makeup starts and stops. And now I'm just swiping away the excess powder from under her eyes and the rest of her face. And now I am using this peach tone blush from one of my Juvia's Place palettes. And now I'm going to spray her face down in preparation for highlighter. Yay! So I am using the Nubian by Juvia's. I'm using the loose highlighter in the shade Nefertiti. This highlighter is bomb, y'all. I use Nefertiti and Nubia. It is the bomb. Like, watch this glow. Do you see that glow? My girl is glowing. Oh, this highlighter is everything, y'all. So now I am just taking a black eyeshadow from one of my Morphe palettes, and I am going to just apply that on her lower lash line, and I'm going to blend that out. I like to do tapping motions anytime I'm doing any kind of liner or shadow, just to make sure that I don't irritate my client's eyes. And when I say liner, I mean gel liner. Right, and I'm just doing the same thing on the other side, again using tapping motions to decrease irritation on the client's eye. And now I'm going to take a pretty white eyeshadow for her inner corner highlight from the first Jaclyn Hill palette. So pretty.
Let's go.
Now I am using a chocolate brown eyeshadow to line her lips. I like to use eyeshadow sometimes to give it more longevity with the lips. It just works for me. This is what I do. I use lip liners as well as liquid lipstick. It just depends on how I feel that day. Alright, now I am taking my Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Rosetto. I hope I said that right. And I'm just applying that all over the lip before I apply her gloss. And for lip gloss, I am using the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Sugar Glass. So glossy, love it, yes. Off camera, I took some foundation and I traced her lips out, and now I'm just taking this concealer blending brush and blending that all together. I love doing this to make everything look nice and even and sharp. Do you see how beautiful my client and this look is? She is so gorgeous. She ate this look up. Isn't that what the Gen Zers say? So right here, I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, and I spray a lot of setting spray, y'all. A lot of setting spray. I love to spray a lot and then tap that in with a brush to infuse the setting spray and the makeup together. And this is how I personally like to achieve that ultimate glow. And Charlotte Tilbury setting spray is the bomb. It's literally like top tier to me. One of my favorites. here we are, spraying more setting spray. Told y'all I spray a lot. I love the technique. It infuses everything together and you just have that glow, that signature glow look that I wanted to achieve. And here she is, y'all. It came out so beautifully. She is so beautiful. I am so happy that this look came out exactly how she wanted it. She literally ate this look up. Here it is in low lighting. You can see the beautiful glitter, that beautiful white inner corner highlight. You can see how glowy her skin is. Everything is just gorgeous. I'm just so happy that she loved it. It ties well beautifully with her dress. You will see that a little later. But yes, this look was everything, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in with me. This is my first tutorial video. Plenty more to come, and I will definitely be doing a lot of soft glam. So stay tuned. Here she is, just simply gorgeous. Everything is gorgeous. The makeup, the hair, the dress. Thank you everyone for tuning in. See you in the next video.